your hips up, down, up, down.
We're from Jersey, baby. From Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. Baby, 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 and you're not.
Why do you never see a black person with Down syndrome?
God doesn't punish anyone twice.
Dr. Fauci, give us vaccines. Help all the people who have been quarantined. We'll wear our masks and we'll have to stay distant. We'll wash our hands and we'll be more resistant. Fauci, yes? Promise us, please. We'll have a cure that can fight off this disease. Restrictions will lift with some ease. Dr. Fauci, don't forget me.
The answer is, if there are oversight hearings, I absolutely will cooperate fully and testify before the Congress if asked. You may not know, but I've testified before the Congress a few hundred times, okay, over the last 40 years or so. So I have no trouble testifying. We can defend and explain and stand by everything that we've said. So I have nothing to add. Under the advice of my attorneys, I will invoke my right under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution to refrain from answering your questions. Thank you.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, fifth. Go ahead, ask me a question. Fifth.
Women are tearing apart this country with the help of a dangerous ally, weak men. We always call out men for being too aggressive, too violent, or too predatory, aren't we? But nobody ever talks about women's main problems. Their emotions running wild and destroying everything when there's no one to put them in check. You think I'm exaggerating? Look what's happening with all of the criminals who commit crime after crime and get let free by female judges. Look at what's happening with confused preteens or teenagers getting mutilating surgeries and hormone blockers. And how about teachers pushing toxic agenda on little kids? And it's mostly women driving this nonsense, and men are to blame too for being so weak and passive and not putting a stop to it. We've lost the sacred balance that we so desperately need. We have lost our polarity. Men are supposed to be strong and steady enough to set limits and protect against this kind of destructive emotional chaos. Without that, everything falls apart. Feminist women, you got exactly what you wanted. No husbands, no kids, girl boss energy, and corporate jobs. How is that working for you? You're probably alone, unhappy, miserable, and on a cocktail of pills. Weak men let this happen, so strong men need to fix it. It's time to stand up and bring back that balance before this country goes over the edge. Restoring polarity is the only way that we can thrive.
Remember, at a certain point in your life, sitting at home watching TV on a Friday night goes from being super depressing to the most enjoyable part of your week. Until we meet again!
Here goes nothing.
You think your stupid little podcast is going to change the world like hell it is? Let's go!
I'm going to start a podcast that has no focus, and it'll take up an inordinate amount of time.
Hey, welcome into the Boomer Bunker. I am one of your co-hosts, John Jamingo. And with me, back from the Wolverine state, my co-host, the Duchess. How you doing, Duchess? I missed you, Duchess, although I want to thank Bob for filling in for you. I did miss you. Also, producer Mike is on assignment for the next couple of episodes, so he's not here with us. But how was Michigan?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer. No. It was I know. I love that. I love Dave Chappelle so much. Michigan was lovely. It was a great time. It was so nice to see everyone. As the folks who were able to come out, there were a few that were unable to attend, so you were missed. But we had a great time. It was a lot of fun. I got to see a lot more of West Michigan, and it was. I literally, I got picked up from the airport. I got chauffeured around. It was like driving Miss Daisy. They just drove me everywhere. It was great.
I got
I
the
love
Duchess
it.
treatment.
I did. Ooh, go me.
Someone picked me up in the morning. I demand my coffee by 9 a.m. Please.
I did have to get coffee every morning. The lodging, the lodge or motor lodge where I stayed was, it was fine. It was not fancy. So no breakfast, no coffee was awful. So when I was out there last year, they had one of those come and go places, which was so when I went out this year, it was taken over by a Casey's. So the coffee was decent. Yes, Lisa said we treated our Duchess. She was lovely. Lisa and Dean were fantastic hostess and hosts. So thank you very much. I was very privileged. It was very nice that they really went out of their way. And it was just a lot of fun. Of course, we had a blast. We hung out with producer Mike and his lovely wife and got to see Andrea and Jason and all that. So good time.
That's fantastic. All the bunker dwellers, the Michigan bunker dwellers. Well,
some
not
of
all
them. Not all of them,
a lot of
unfortunately.
them. Yeah, it's okay. I was so pissed about the Anthony Fauci committee congressional hearing that I raged and did a solo episode yesterday. So if you missed that, go back.
I listened to you
that.
when we were in Panera. We were going to Panera for my last meal on my way out to the airport, which there's a fun story. I have two stories, but so we can.
Yeah. So now I realize that I am Archie Bunker. I get names wrong. I called John, the senator from Wisconsin. I called him Don Johnson or Barry Johnson.
Called him Benny Johnson.
Benny Johnson.
Repeatedly.
Instead of Ron Johnson.
Even when you were corrected, you're like, all right, there's Ron Johnson. I'm sorry, Ron Johnson. Then you're like,
right
here's Benny Johnson.
Benny Johnson again. I know.
It was great.
I try. I really try. When you get to be this old, your brain is like Swiss cheese. There's holes in it. So I get it.
It's a good time.
And then I did something that I really didn't want to do. I channeled my inner Howard Stern, and I prayed for the death or some kind of demise of Anthony Fauci. And Duchess says,
You wanted God to smite him, I think was the word. Smite?
Did I say smite?
I believe you have.
Did I say smite? Yeah. So anyhow, Deuce says, I see you stopped reading the Bible.
Yes.
It's like that kind of sort of fell off the wagon there.
Aw.
So
don't you? I mean, you listen to it, right? So how
Yeah, I was listening to it, but then what would happen was I started listening to a podcast at 8:00 in the morning, and then Bruce's Road 801. So I didn't have time for my morning Bible listen.
So that's 2 hours. So there's not another 10 hours in the day you couldn't listen to like a
apparently
half-hour
not
Bible?
because I have a big podcasting.
You're an important fella.
No, I listen to a lot of different podcasts. So, apparently God fell off, he got put down to the bottom.
I got a big deal.
Here's the other thing. So, my buddy Ralph E. Step Jr., he sent me another, he sends me a text. He goes, I listened to your podcast and he didn't say I wasn't offended. I'm paraphrasing, but, I didn't get, and I'm like, damn, what did I say?
Sorry,
now?
Ralph. What did we do?
What did I do now? And then he sent me. So if you go to ralphestepjr.com, he has a lot of good information as financial information. He's a conservative Christian. There's a lot of good stuff out there. So anyhow, I was like, he sent me a blog post. So me and reading. So I'm trying to read this thing, and I was like, God, I wish they put this out as a podcast. I'd much rather listen to it than read it. So, but yeah. So it's funny because you forget that, I'm on a rant. In other words, I'm going, and I don't remember I don't even remember what I said. So they're like, oh, you said this. I'm like, I did? Okay. I don't know. You do that with your Duchess in the dark?
My Duchess in the dark.
Duchess in the dark.
In the dark. I'm kind of in the dark sometimes. I kind of remember. I don't get too ranty.
Oh,
too much.
Oh, I was very ranty yesterday. I was pissed.
That's okay.
Because he's in there and he's getting away with all this shit. Meanwhile, I get an account canceled. The Boomer Bunker account was canceled. All the shit we weren't allowed to say because of medical information. Oh, we'll take you down if you say this. And then we're all proven right. And I deserve compensation, to be quite honest with you. The Boomer Bunker deserves
Put in
compensation.
for reparations. Put in for reparations.
I need reparations. I need white man reparations.
Definitely apologies. There's a lot that need to be happening, I think.
That's right. I need.
There's a lot of folks that were treated like with the pitchfork sort of treatment.
Yeah.
Thousands.
I want white
of
man
people.
reparations. Oh, white man reparations.
That was mine. I will write that
down. Anyhow.
Writing it down.
And then I had a fever dream. And in the middle of the night, I'm really dangerous with my phone. I got to take my phone and put it in the other room because in the middle of the night, I bought about $400 worth of audio equipment for it's supposed to be here tomorrow. One of them was a light that I can adjust with my buttons. I want everything at the tip of my fingers. I want them where I can control. You know me, I'm a control freak. I don't want to have to look over.
No.
Yes. I want everything to be on my Stream Deck. And I found out that you can use a Stream Deck and then record everything just like, and you don't even need this Rodecaster. And I go, I'm in. I want to play with things too. You know me. I want to play with the technology. I want to play.
Like, oh, Rodecaster, nice to know you.
The Grand Rapid retard? Yeah. We can't say his
waiting
name.
For his apologies.
We can't say his name now because
it's like
Kate's
Beetlejuice.
back.
You say it enough times.
Wow. Yeah.
I know. I heard. I heard.
Yeah, yesterday we actually the last episode we actually used his name. Hey, before we get going, I was supposed to be a guest on Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks. I was very excited. Drunk wasn't supposed to be there, so what I was going to do was since I was going to be drunk on the show, not drunk, but replace drunk on the show, I was going to do a cola review. So I went out and I bought $20 worth of cola. Some of it's behind me, but what I have here is the prebiotic Pepsi.
Ugh. Okay.
Have you tried it?
Well, I don't drink Pepsi.
So
when I drink soda, I don't drink Pepsi.
So you're a Coke lady?
I prefer Coke.
Okay.
I prefer Coca-Cola.
So I unlike drunk, I don't make Mike I don't sit there because I'm the king of cola and I don't have to be waited on. So I actually got who else would do it? I have ice and I just poured some before we started the show. So I will take a taste of this.
It's all nice and watered down?
Maybe a little bit, but not much.
Okay.
Because it's in a insulated cup. It's flat soda. It's just flat soda. It has no fizz. It's flat Pepsi. It's not bad. I'll drink it.
Ugh. All the 80s kids prefer Coke, says Wambroser. You're not wrong.
I think if this had some fizz to it, it wouldn't be bad.
Sparky wants to know if it tastes like Tab. Tab tasted funky. It had a very chemical taste. It was definitely, you knew it was saccharin.
You know what was really weird about Tab? Because there was two diet sodas back in the 70s. One was Tab, one was Fresca. Remember Fresca?
Was it grapefruit or something? It was
Fresca
awful.
was a grapefruit soda. It was horrible.
It had the worst taste. Ugh.
Right. It's like, hey, listen.
I'm still
Fatso,
traumatized.
You're going to suffer. The only thing you can drink is
juice
this.
soda.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and Tab was the first soda they're like, this fucking needs something. I know what I'll do. I'll put lemon in it. And Tab was the first soda that I ever remember that they put lemon in to make the taste better. And now you'll get a lot of people that have Diet Coke. Can I get a Diet Coke with a lemon, please?
I love lemon in my soda.
Yeah.
I like that lime when they had Diet Coke with lime.
That was the very first soda that I ever remember seeing somebody put lemon in. And my mom used to say the lemon takes the yuck out of the soda and the soda takes the yuck out of the lemon.
Yeah, they cancel each other out. Bob says his uncle drank 2-liter bottles of Tab a day, lost both big toes. There might have been other issues, but yeah.
Why would Tab have anything to do with his toes?
Hey, how about a Fresca? I love Judge Smales. I know exactly that reference. It was that.
Do they still make Fresca? Is that still a soda?
I think they do. Yeah, I think it is.
I wonder if it's still as bad as I remember it. I might have to get Fresca for the next show.
Well, next time we go to Wawa, see if you can get a Fresca.
No, thank you.
I can't. I couldn't. But if you're drinking Tab, which is basically it's sweetened by saccharin, not sugar.
Right.
So how would you lose your toes?
I don't know.
Your uncle may have had other issues. If he's drinking 4 liters of soda a day, that could have been the problem right there. But
one of the things that I've done
diabetic,
in the past week was you can go out now and buy a CGM, which is CGM stands for constant glucose monitoring.
Okay.
So it's a thing. It's got a little needle and it sticks on you. You tape it to your supposed to go to the back of your arm, but there's other places to wear it. I'm wearing it on my thigh.
Is it the one that I see the little disc people always have on the back of their? Okay.
Most type 1 diabetics use it, but you can now go to CVS or whatever and you get one. It's called Stello, and you put it on there. So I have it, and I've been using it to see what, when you eat something, how it raises your blood sugar. Some things you're like, oh, this shouldn't raise your blood sugar. All of a sudden, your blood sugar goes high. So today, my ex-wife was going to pick up Chinese food, and she says, hey, I got you some Chinese food. I got you a small wonton soup and some General's chicken. I said, okay. So
wait, General So's, whatever?
Yes.
That's sweet, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And my blood sugar went up like the fucking Challenger.
Giant Sleeping says the fat people air tag. I'm going to tag that one. That's great.
So, well, I'll tell you, here's the other thing. I know you like to pick on the fats, you pieces of shit. I'm just kidding. I know you like to pick on the fats, but you know who else uses these now is athletes. To find out, what, when they're exercising, what their blood sugars do. So if they're more interested in the lows than the highs.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's not fat people always, but like Bob says, his mom wore one and she weighed like 100 pounds. So, I get it, but it's
she was a type 1 diabetic, which she used insulin. That's a whole different. See, people.
Right.
I have been editing a diabetes podcast for the past 7 years. It's called Diabetes
John's the
Connections.
Expert.
No, I'm not an expert, but I've listened to a lot of diabetes interviews and stuff like that. And there's type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is insulin. Type 2 is not insulin, although sometimes they can be. And one of the things I did realize is that dense bean salad I eat is a really good. It does not raise your blood sugar that much. Chinese food, it went up into the 220s, but it didn't stay there long. It only was up there it only went over the 200s for about a half an hour, and then it came back down. I'm like, hang on, where's my phone? I'll tell you what this is what I love about it. You can tell what your blood sugar is when you wake up, because then you don't have to stick your fingers anymore. It's just,
I've seen people with just their fingers are all just, you see all the little holes. Oh,
so right now,
scars,
it's down to 128.
Sparky wants to know if Tasty Cake raises your blood sugar.
I did not have it in when I was doing the Tasty Cake Challenge. I don't know.
But
sure I know that, I'll tell you one thing. That, you know what else it'll be weird? To see what this soda does. Because I don't know if this is diet or not. It's only got 30 calories. It has to be.
It's probably full of chemicals, I'm sure.
Right. So. Sure. It's like drinking cola-flavored WD-40.
It sounds delicious.
So anyhow, all right. So tell me about your trip.
All right. Well, I flew out, had a great time, busy the entire time. Like there was always something to do. Because one of the things I had asked, I said, I just really want to see the areas where you guys go. So we went to plenty of Dutch places. We went to Holland, went to Grand Rapids, we went to Muskegon. Everything was very pretty. We really had a nice time. No Michigan beavers this year. So everybody, no pantsless ladies. Although there was a gentleman who walked by with his drawers way droopy. So we got to see some, I think they
Ass
called
crack?
it, yeah. So we saw Michigan plumber crack, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, but everything was, it
Carpenter
was just
crack.
a carpenter crack. It was such a nice time. The one night, Lisa drove me back to the hotel and we were hanging out in the parking lot and just, chit chatting before I went in. And all of a sudden I hear somebody like yell out and I kind of glance over and there's like some dude just wandering an empty parking lot, like having full conversation with himself, like waving his hands.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So Matthew over there was having a great time by himself. And I'm like, at this point, Lisa and I kind of wrapped up our conversation. She goes, "You should go inside." And I'm like, "You should get in your car." Like, so I can get back in the hotel pretty quickly. She's like, "Yeah, he's not moving that fast." I'm like, "You don't know that." Because, like zombies or something. Sometimes all of a sudden, the guy thinks he's fast and he's going to boogie out. Budvugger says, was he fight clubbing himself? He was waving his arms and having a full conversation, a very loud, yelly conversation with himself. So she got in the car, took off, and I went inside. So that was that. There was a moment of somebody having sex in the stairwell. We could
the
hear
hotel?
That. At the hotel. You just hear a lot of
Why
breathing.
not go
I'm
in the room?
I'm like, what is that? Then I'm like, oh, ew. I just went inside my room. I was like, nope, don't need to hear that. So yeah, bolted all the doors. So it wraps up, I'm getting ready to leave. And we stopped at a zoo because I had to check out at a certain time. And of course, so I had plenty of time to kill before my flight. So we went to a local zoo, which was really cute, really pretty. And just as I'm getting ready to leave, I look down at the phone because I'm checking the United app. Everything's good. We're on time. And I screenshot it and send it to the fam. Like, hey, everything's looking good. Pick me up at the right time. Like a minute later, my phone, I'd look down again and it just says in bright red, flight canceled. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? So apparently on Tuesday night, when I'd messaged you, there was all kinds of crazy weather happening where we were landing out in Newark Airport. So not so much by me where I live, but up north. So it was a full shutdown. So nothing out of Newark, nothing out of LaGuardia, JFK, Baltimore, Washington, all of them. Philly I didn't see Philly shut, but my flight didn't go to Philly. There was an option where I could have flown out, like if I gotten to the airport super quick, they could have flown me to Chicago and I could have hung around there for 6 hours before I got a flight back to Newark, landing at roughly 10:30. And I'm like, I'm not doing that because first of all, I don't want to fly to Chicago. And second of all, I don't know if I'm going to be stuck in Chicago. So at least if I'm stuck in Grand Rapids, because the Newark, they ended up shutting it down. So I wouldn't have been able to land anyway. So I'd have just been hanging out in Chicago. So
all that weather missed us. Well, missed me.
Yeah.
In other words, it was all north, and it was a lot.
Oh yeah, it was like 3 inches of rain in like an hour, and it went further north than that. So it was even worse, like in the northern states, like Connecticut and New Hampshire and Maine. They all got clobbered. It was just fucked up enough, I guess, that Tuesday night. So I had to get another hotel. So I got a discount rate. I booked at some Comfort Inn suite, which was around the corner from the last place I was at. So I get booked in. I'm like, wow, this is really nice. Like it was like the bedroom was a little nicer, the shower was a little nicer. I'm like, okay, not so bad. I have some work to do. I brought my laptop. So I'm sitting there minding my own business, like working on whatever I got to do for work, and I hear like all of a sudden like this very authoritative like bang 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 on the door across the hall from me. And I wasn't paying attention much. And I thought they said Instacart. I was very wrong because I paused and I didn't hear anything. And they knocked again, very authoritatively, because I didn't look out the peephole. And they said, Sheriff's Department. And I don't know how I thought it was Instacart. I think I just heard depart and just put in cart. I don't know. So at this point, I'm like, oh, what's happening? So I go to the peephole, and of course I got to be on like my tiptoes because I can't see out of the stupid peephole. And it's two officers talking to this old guy across the way. Apparently, to sum it up, he had a drunk driving accident, left. People had video of him. They had parts of his car. He just drove away like last week.
As a drunk does.
And they finally tracked him down. Apparently the guy bought a new car. They asked him where his old car was. He was at the dealer. They're like, do you remember? And he's like, no. No, I don't recall that. I'm like, okay. So full conversation with that. And I realized, like, as I'm watching this, like, you know, you go in the hotel and you have the pass key, and then that's your lock, really. They can't just get in. But I didn't, like, click the lock and flip. They have, like, a little switch that you can, like, put at a right angle. Like, it's a piece of metal, so you can't push the door open past, like, a certain amount. So I was like, well, shit. So while I'm standing there, I'm like, I didn't want to flip the lock because that would be like really loud. So I'm like, I'll be quiet. And I just moved the little.
Why do you care?
I know. So I just
I don't want
it
anybody
over.
to think that I'm locking the door because there's a sheriff. Again,
The sheriff's there.
All of a sudden, gunfire breaks out, and you're dead because you're standing in front
I'm
of the door.
standing by the door. I know, like
Yeah.
a dipshit. So I was watching. I'm like, well, I could duck, I guess. I don't know. Because you could duck bullets,
You
right?
should have ran in. I would have ran in and jumped in the tub until they got out of there.
So I flipped the little like lever forward, not on the lock, but just the little metal piece, and it just made a little click. And one of the sheriff officers turned right around and looked directly at my door. I'm like, oh no, like why do I care, right?
I'm just watching.
Just keep going. Oh, Craig
Get that
says,
drunk out of here.
What kind of shitholes do you say? It was a Comfort Inn. It's a Marriott. No, it's a Marriott property. Whatever.
We'll
so
leave the
anyway,
lights on.
Yeah. So they left. The guy was still there, and they left. So I'm like, all
What do
right.
you mean the guy was
They didn't
still
take him
there?
away. They didn't have a warrant. They just questioned him and left. And I'm like, they're like, you have a good night. I'm like, okay. Is that what you do in Jersey? They like drag you
They
up by your
had
head.
parts of his car. They had a video. They had photographs of this guy, and they can't pick him up. Hold on.
So at least, well, I guess they needed a warrant or something from the prosecutor's office. I guess they didn't have that. And I'm like, well, then why did you go knock? First of all, is this guy living here? Like, I guess.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
I have to ask. So did the guy open the door? Did you see the guy open the door?
He was old. He was you could tell he was old.
Okay, so
just
you
by the
did
way
see
he
him.
was talking. I saw a bit of him because I wasn't opening the door.
Did you
but
see enough
he was sitting in the
to-
chair. Like they
Let me
rolled
ask you this.
the desk chair. Yeah.
Did you see enough of him to identify him by race?
No, I think he was an old white dude though.
Oh, an old white dude. Okay.
He sounded like some old. If I had to pick, I would have thought he was an old white dude.
Because I'm thinking to myself, why are you leaving him here? You know,
I don't know why they didn't take him.
they
So
had
that
parts
was
of
just
his
like,
car.
yeah.
But then he traded his car in and got a new car?
It sounds like it. Yeah. I don't know. Oh,
Maybe
so
it was a rental?
Yeah. Apparently he bought it, so there were tags.
Oh, Sparky says that lock sound. The cops might have thought it was a pistol slide racket.
I didn't flip the lock on the door. This was just like the bonus lock at the top where it's just literally a
I
piece
know.
of
It's the
metal
little
that you fold
wishbone
over.
that you slide over to get over the knob. That does nothing because anybody can kick. Does nothing. Anybody can kick it
No,
open.
what do you mean a knob? No, it was.
It's like a little. Isn't it like the little thing that you flip over?
This
Looks
was,
like a.
imagine a piece of metal that has a right angle to it. So when you go to open the door, it hits the door like it.
Okay.
You can't push the door open past like that much. Well, that might.
Do you think you can look it up on Google and find it? I'm just kidding. I don't know. One cares.
Such a dick. Then why are you asking?
Just
Whatever.
to break your balls.
Fucking douchebag. So, but anyway, so I made my flight the next day. So
Yay! And you're here.
Yes.
All right.
I didn't get shot. I didn't get kidnapped. There was no nonsense. The last night I was just like, what the fuck is that? The bed was nice. It was comfy. And although the bathroom door had, I don't like barn doors in hotels. Like I want to be able to
doors.
Yeah, it was the bathroom had a sliding barn door. Like it didn't open and close. So the
okay.
door, it just floats in front of the entrance. And I'm like,
Right. Well, who's in the room with you? Nobody.
no one, but I didn't like it anyway. But at
Okay.
one point, Lisa and Dean were hanging out with me because they drove me to the hotel. So I was just like, if I'd use
What,
the
are you
bathroom.
afraid Dean's going to break into the bathroom? while
no,
you're
I
in there
just don't.
copping a
It's just
spa?
not, I don't feel like it's private. Like there's just no private.
Well,
if
like
people
kids.
are there, it wasn't private.
All right.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a pocket door. It was just the
Just
pocket
a
door is actually
sliding
closed.
barn door that slides across.
It just moved across the opening. You could just push it and it just, yeah.
Can I tell you that I could still taste that Pepsi? Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's got,
so
that's
what
got
would
some
you score it?
aftertaste.
What are you scoring it? If you're going to do
I
it
got to
drunk.
score this out of 10. I got to give it
Low.
a 3. It's not.
A
It
straight
wasn't
3,
bad.
not
It
a
was like flat.
2.9?
It was like a flat soda, but I'll give it a solid 3. But it got some. It's still hanging on my tongue. Ugh. I received some video of your vacation.
I have a video to play too, but I think I know what this is.
All right, so tell me what you think this is.
Oh, I know what it is. It's my feet are in it, and it's Mike, and yeah, I know what he's doing. Yeah.
I've been really trying.
I hate those shoes. Ugh.
Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel.
Is that Dean? Is that Dean?
No, that was Mike. That was Mike with his belt. Yeah.
He was pretending like he was masturbating.
Yes.
He was pretending he was Bruce.
I did not realize what he was doing. I'm like, what are you? And I was like, oh, stop. I hated those sandals. I was so sad to buy those ugly Tevas. But they made sense for where a lot of the outdoor walking, but I still hate them.
Trying to get rid of the aftertaste with more taste.
Bruce goes, yes. Ew. There you go. Bruce will be back in a minute. Oh.
Yes.
Any videos of Mike's ass? No, I don't have any videos of that.
No videos.
I did
of
not
Mike's
video.
ass.
When we drove in, Mike mooned us. So that was really fun. And then proceeded to slap his ass while we were driving by, as Mike does. So I have a fun video to share. So
All right.
Hold on. I need to prep it. I'm sorry. I'm moving slow. I know.
This call is hanging on, man.
All right.
I might have to eat a cookie to get rid of the taste. Hey!
Hang on, that's not the one. Hold on. That's the wrong one. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh,
Any
I'm sorry.
day,
I know.
Junior.
Shut the fuck up.
Come on. I don't have
Here we go. I didn't have the window shared.
today, Junior.
Today, Junior, because we don't got Mike here. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, hey! Look at my head still in the air. Oh my God!
That was tannerite. That was probably shot off from maybe 70 yards away.
Wow.
See here. Yeah, we'll do that again.
They have my head on a scarecrow. Look how high my head goes in the air.
Yeah, yeah. That there was that sign that your head is covering exploded, and we found pieces of that 50 yards away. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I may have a piece of it actually.
A souvenir. You had an ear, maybe.
On top of someone's head. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, I know who that was now.
If you know, you know. But it was still fun to blow something up, and not only that, there were some shooting opportunities, and I discovered I liked shooting an AR-15 is a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are.
They are. There's
They
not
don't
a
have
lot of
that much of a kick.
Yeah, and that I appreciate. So I had there was 22s, a long rifle 22, 38, and the 38 that you could shoot a 357 round through. That actually hurt my hands because the gun was smallish and it was the kickback.
Did you drop
on
it?
No, I didn't drop it. But I stopped after 2. I stopped. It really hurt my hands, so I don't shoot a lot, and I certainly don't shoot that kind of round. So, but it was fun. I had a good time. So, yeah.
Okay.
Sparky said you gotta love tannerite.
Yeah, I've never had any tannerite. If I was,
Oh, I should have had my plates. Darn.
Yeah,
I had paper plates. I shot. And I did really well.
Oh, look at you.
I did very good groupings.
All right, Duchess. It's been a while. You might be rusty, but let's get this Trump tweet out of the way. Here we
All
go.
right, let's do
It's
it.
time for Trump. Tweets read by Kate. Will Trump be happy or irate? Will it make us laugh or will it be a groaner? Either way, Sparky Toaster will have a raging boner. Have a raging boner.
Does anybody have any idea about how much money and prestige the United States Supreme Court has cost our nation with their negative rulings on birthright citizenship and tariffs? The answer, trillions and trillions of dollars. President Donald J. Trump.
Trump tweet by Kate.
Was it fire or just fate? The chat will set it straight. Trump tweet by Kate. That was a Trump tweet read by Kate. Did she Jamingo or was it great? Now the chat decides her fate. That was a Trump tweet read by Kate.
All right.
You played my Trump joke the other day,
I
which
did.
was so not good. I had a lot of fun doing it.
So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and I don't even know why, the women of the right have lost their mind over a girl named Savannah Cannon. Now, Savannah Cannon is just a young lady who just sits there and does political content like other people. And
Not quite like other people.
Well, let's listen and find out.
Please stop addressing Ilhan Omar as a congresswoman. I mean, she's literally a fraud. This is a person who came to the USA to corrupt its people and resources. She went from negative $65,000 net worth to over $30 million. And denies it. She denies it. And she blames it on an accounting error. That's not all. Then there's the winery with no clear location, no wine at all, no phone number, no visible operations. It seems abnormal, doesn't it? And then she proceeds to insult the reporter asking about these things.
All right, so Duchess, let me ask you this: what seems to be the issue here? I don't know.
Well, I can see why.
You can. I mean, here she is, just sitting here, talking about Ilhan Omar, giving her opinion, like other people do, like other.
Do you sit like that when you podcast?
I couldn't sit. I haven't been able to sit like that since I was 15 years old. What are you kidding me?
Do you think Megyn Kelly sits like that?
I think Megyn Kelly does sit like that, but I don't know if she does it on camera.
Oh, she's got no meat. She's not sitting like that. She's all bones.
So what you're saying is this girl seems to have now. From what there's conflicting stories about this. They say she's 19. They say she's 22. I'm not sure of her age, but she's very
She's
young.
probably over 18. So
She's
that's at
definitely
least a
over
start.
18, and the reason I know that is because Budweiser is right. She has an
found her
OnlyFans
OnlyFans?
account. She
I
does
guess,
have an OnlyFans account.
Said, well, her camel toe, John. And maybe you could count the rings on it and see how old she is.
Well, again, she's known now as the Camel Toe Conservative. And so everybody's having a shit fit about this.
Right.
What was that one?
Oh, this one, it says, Wham Browser says, Alexa, kill the lights, cue Fortunate Son, and release the Roomba. Which I would love to see. I would love to see a Roomba explode like that. That would be amazing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Lauren Witzke. She was the one that really, I think, kind of started with this. So this is her tweet. 5 years ago, we had brilliant conservative females, thought leaders like Michelle Malkin, blowing the lid open. Huh? Malkin? Whatever. Who cares? Blowing the lid off of mass migration and pissing off CPAP donors. CPAC, not PAP. CPAP donors. People that can't breathe.
Do you want me to read it?
Oh, I'm having a ball. CPAC donors so badly that she was never invited back. Now, conservative female talking heads are just a bunch of shallow, disgusting skanks spewing low IQ takes about Muslims. Disgusting. Now,
who is she? Who's this?
No
woman?
one knows. No one knows. No one cares.
No, Lauren Witzke. Who is she?
No one knows. No one cares.
All right. Okay.
Cat Turd got involved. I couldn't find. I don't know if he took his
I
tweet
love Cat
down.
Turd. He makes me laugh.
Here's Robert Lorenz. He says, the Zionist Savannah Cannon sits hot as hell in front of the camera and claims that the U.S. Democrat Ilhan Omar is stealing millions of U.S. dollars and having sex with her own brother. That's how hatred. Hatred. I thought I said that's how hatred against Palestine works in the USA. Hashtag Mertz. Hashtag Pistorius. Hashtag Waitful. Hashtag Tacky. I've never heard of these words before. Am I wrong?
I'm sure it has something to do with something.
So now,
women love to shit on other women.
They
So,
do.
yeah,
They really, if someone steals their thunder, boy, they really like to shit on them. So then, of course, Savannah has to, she gets all this attention, and then she says this.
People saying that I am being paid by Israel to make the videos that I make. That is the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard in my life. Where's my check? I do OnlyFans. Like, I am completely independent in everything I do. I write all of my own notes and I monetize myself. Like, people, I'm so correct in everything that I say that people think a literal country is paying me to say it.
That's it. Bat your eyebrows.
Bunch of idiots.
Okay. So.
Hang on. Nitsimoto says, she parts her teeth in the middle. Nobody's looking at her teeth. Nobody cares.
Now,
That may be like the fifth or sixth thing they're noticing.
She's a very, very, listen, she's an attractive girl. I'm sorry to say she's an attractive girl.
Mm-hmm.
But then she actually was on Twitter and she replied. This is her reply. I'm so spot on in everything I say that people are accusing me of being paid by literal country to say it. That's flattering, but I do this with my own free will. Accept it. Nothing more entertaining than a bunch of libs making fun of me. It's not libs. It's the right. It's conservative women that are doing this.
That's his uptight bitches. So has the chicks on the right gotten hold of this one yet?
I have not seen the chicks on the right talk about this yet.
They will. I guess.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This chick starts floating through socials a little more. Yeah.
All right.
I'd be curious to see what they say. Hear what they say.
So they say that she's a 19-year-old Miami influencer.
Okay.
And she does have an OnlyFans. And again, this is exactly what she needs. So this sent me down a rabbit hole because I said we were going to mention this. And the Marshmallow in Discord said, you know what? You need to do, if you're going to do this, do it right. Go back, do the history of OnlyFans and all that. So I said, okay, I will do that. Now, OnlyFans was started by this guy in the Netherlands. His father gave him $10,000 in seed money. And I think this was in 2016. A guy by the name of Tim Stokely. I'm sorry, it was in England, not the Netherlands. Gave him $10,000. He launched it, and then it was doing okay. But then in 2018, my Free Cam owner bought it, 75% of it. And then in 2021, OnlyFans announces that it was going to ban hardcore sex. In other words, you can have nudity, but it can't be like pornographic. And the fucking place went insane. All these ladies are like, hey, listen, that's where I make my money. This is where I make my money from. So it only took them 6 days, so they went back. Okay, now, let's do the money. The bottom 50% of OnlyFans girls, they make $145 on average, $145 a month.
Damn,
The median.
that's some good money.
A month?
I'm kidding.
The medium creators make $180 a month.
The median?
The middle, the very middle. All right. So out of if you go to the 50 percentile, they make $180 a month. So now let's get to the top 1%. The top 1% of OnlyFans creators, they make between $5,000 and $15,000 a month. Okay, now we're talking. All right, that's
top 10, right? Mm-hmm.
Top 10%. Okay. Mm-hmm. The top 1%, you figure, okay, they got to be making all this big money. Top 1%, they only make $10,000 to $15,000 a month. So
no, the top 1% makes $10,000 to $50,000.
What did I say?
You said 15.
Oh, $10,000 to $50,000 a month. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the top 0.1% make $100,000 to $500,000 a month. So
who's in that top 0.1?
Well, that's interesting to say because I'm not really 100% sure. But so the top 10% of OnlyFans models take up 73% of all the platform's revenue. So the bottom fight over the crumbs. Now you've got people that go in there, they screenshot, they take their content, they take it to another platform. Plus, there's no discoverability. You have to go in there and you have to be your own marketer. You have to make your own marketer. So this is why these girls are doing this. This is why she's sitting in a chair spread eagle with her beaver. It's not out, but it's close.
She's just showing you that she has one.
Yeah, she's showing you the
If you
outline.
want to see more, find it
Yeah.
on OnlyFans. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if for $6 a month, you can see my pussy. Damn it. But anyhow, thank God Mike's not here.
45-28, Mike, when you listen.
So, again,
Maybe it's stinky. Budbugger says maybe she's airing it out.
look, so there's no algorithm, there's no discovery. So you got to be a marketer. You got to put all this content out. Then you've got to DM the people that you're, your fans. All right, you've got to answer all their DMs, and they have all kinds of stuff. But where these women make money, where they make money is on the specials. Like if some guy says, "Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $10,000 if you sit on a Coke bottle," okay, or something like that. That's where they make all their money. Or a lot of these ladies. Guys, I don't know why you do this, but they take a picture of their dick, and the girls go and they do a dick evaluation.
Don't do that, guys.
Yeah,
that's just
I don't know.
gross.
But anyhow, that's where these girls make their money. Now, remember that girl, her last name was Nielsen. I can't remember her first name. She was the girl who first was trying to do therapy for guys that were addicted to porn.
Yeah, and then she ended up doing it herself.
Feed
yeah.
the beast. Right. And then she decided to do OnlyFans, and she was making a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Heather Nielsen was had a website where she talked to guys as a therapist to get them out of porn addiction. Sure. She did this for I don't know how many years, and she wasn't making any money. And then she decided to go over and do OnlyFans. She went over, did OnlyFans, and she was making so much money after the first
fucking hypocrite.
2 months. Yeah. So then she was doing that. Then apparently she got a boyfriend, and the boyfriend, then she stopped, and then she tried to go back and forth. Now she's completely off. She's off of OnlyFans. She took down her porn recovery works website. It's over. I guess she hooked up, found her guy or whatever. I don't know. Maybe he's got, maybe she's getting health insurance now. I don't know.
Hey, gotta get some benefits.
Right.
Health care is expensive.
She's gone. So we'll see what happens here.
Nothing's gone. Nothing's ever
right.
gone. Her shit's still around. Yeah.
Right. So as I go down this and I look at the money and I look at, you got to find people. You got to be a marketer. You got to be a content creator. You got to interact with your fans and all that stuff that you're doing. And then you got to make the content. You got to edit the content and all that. And as the whole time I'm doing this, I'm like, you know what this is? This is podcasting.
Yeah.
Podcasting's the same thing. We don't have any discoverability. There's no algorithm that helps us. That's it.
Start showing your feet. You better start sitting spread eagle, Jamingo.
Look, that's the other problem.
People tune in.
These broads are good looking, all right? So these guys are going to they could be talking about cornflakes, and no one cares about what they're talking about. Right.
We could hire them to promote us.
Listen, that girl could sit there, spread eagle in that chair, and talk about, I don't know, the Real Housewives of whatever. And these guys would sit there and just watch the whole thing. I need to raise some dick. No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
I'm not.
Send your pictures to theboomerbunker
I'll
at
send
gmail.com.
them right over to Duchess. I will send them right over to Duchess. She could do it. She could do the
I'm
cock
going to rate you all
evaluations.
zeros. I'm going to rate you all zeros and send laughing faces if you send me
Right.
dick pictures. That you're just going to get that.
Right. So then, and you're doing everything on social media. You've got a TikTok account, an Instagram account, a YouTube account, a Facebook account, a Twitter account, Threads. You're on LinkedIn. It's like, it's just ridiculous. And all I want to do is come on here twice a week and bitch about shit and try to make some people laugh. That's basically what I want to do. I don't want to do all that other fucking shit.
I know.
So, so then I said, okay, do me a favor. So I was using Claudette to kind of do, and so here's the thing. OnlyFans, the bottom 50% make $145 a month. The median is 180. In podcasting, the median show gets between 30 and 140 downloads an episode. Most podcasts quit by episode 3. OnlyFans, the top 10% take 73% of the platform revenue. In podcasting, the top 1% of shows pull pull 5,000 plus downloads in a week and are effectively the only ones that get ad dollars. So the rest, 99% of the podcasts are scraping for crumbs. Both markets are sold to the middle and the bottom as an attainable way of making real money, and nobody makes real money at it. I said this before. There was a guy, his name is John Lee Dumas. He was a salesman in Maine, and he drove all day, and he couldn't find enough podcasts to listen to. This was back in 2012. So he says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do an interview show 7 days a week. And what was the name of it? What was the name of his podcast? But he would get on there.
Crumbs.
And he would come on and he would ask the same 4 or 5 questions to these people, and he made a mint. And he ended up buying a house in Puerto Rico. And then what he did was he goes, I'm going to tell you all you people, all you podcasters, I'm going to teach you and what you can do is you can come and you can sign up for Podcast Paradise. And Podcast Paradise for $1,000, I will give you the formula, the John Lee Dumas formula. Oh, I know what it was. The name of the podcast, get this. The name of the podcast was Entrepreneur on Fire. That was the name of the podcast by John Lee Dumas. 7 days a week, he came out with an hour-long interview of all these people.
That's a lot.
Right?
That's a lot.
This is how, I know John, so this is how he did it. One day, he did 7 interviews. He sat down and one day did 7 interviews. Then he edited them. Then he did all that stuff, and he just started batching them.
Yeah.
Started batching them. So for $1,000, you sign up for Podcast Paradise, and he will teach you the John Lee Dumas method to make money. Quit your job, become a podcaster.
Oh, there you go.
I was editing podcasts at the time. So one of the things he said was, you don't edit your own podcast. You get somebody to edit your podcast. You get an editor or whatever. So the next thing you know, we're flooded with podcasters that need to be. Every podcast was on fire. It was the Boomer Bunker on fire, Nuns on fire.
Of course.
Diet Coach on fire. Catholics on
Everybody's
fire. Every show was on fire. I said, the next time I hear of a podcaster on fire, I want them to take an actual podcaster and set him on fucking fire. I can't take this anymore. And then I said, and he's a Hall of Fame podcaster now, which he should be because he really did change the game.
Right.
So there was at Podcast Movement, they roasted him. And so I was part of I wrote some of the roast jokes. And the one that I love the most was, I said, Podcast Paradise. This is where you give me $1,000 and I could live in paradise. Because he made a boat ton of money out of this. He went to Puerto Rico, so he didn't have to pay taxes. I think he still lives there. But
smart man.
Yeah, but God got a hold of him, and that one hurricane that hit Puerto Rico destroyed his house.
Oh, well, damn.
So, nicest guy in the world, John Lee Dumas. But it was just so funny that he would, that he did this. And again, marketing, he did a great job. He had all these people doing it. And so this is the same thing that they're doing now. You get these OnlyFans people. They're like, hey, let me show you. Hey, you know what I can do? I can show you how to make money at OnlyFans. And here we go.
All right.
Look, here, Duchess, this is for you.
Demand for feet pics online is skyrocketing. It's a popular way for most women to get started in selling private content online, but I really wanted to understand why men liked feet so much, so I looked into the science behind it, and this is what I found.
Listen up, Bruce.
All right, Bruce.
So in case you were curious, one sex therapist explains that it's typically rooted from the fantasy of being close to a body part that is not typically seen or touched by others. So feet are usually covered up like your tits, your ass, but I guess they kind of have the same mystery to them. What do you guys think?
No idea, but that's definitely not what I would think.
So, okay. That was not helpful, but okay. So
So
just go to OnlyFans now and that's it?
They're selling courses. They're out there basically selling, and this is what they're doing. They're trying to get people to sign up for this.
Like to know what the day of a very busy sex worker consists of? You would? That's what I thought. My day started bright and early at 4 a.m. Got to the client's house at 5 a.m. I'm a topless maid, so I clean their house topless for 2 hours. Now, why?
Okay, Duchess. For 2 hours, she cleans this guy's house with her tatas out. How much money did she make for 2 hours?
Oh, she shouldn't be making anything less than about maybe $700-800.
All right, let's find out.
Why did this client want me there so early? Well, because that's the only time that they're available. This client is a doctor and works at night and sleeps all day. The days he's off, he's with his children. He's not married. Not anymore, at least. He gets off at 4:30 a.m., so he stays awake a couple hours after his shift to watch me clean. And I've had this client for a couple months now. I fucking love him. He's the only client I will get up that fucking early for. And he also leaves me a hefty tip every single time of $1,000. I made $1,600 at that first house.
$1,600.
So her cleaning is $600. So that's what I said, about what did I say, $700-800? Okay. And then he give her a wink tip for $1,000. Yeah.
Now, you think that this girl is cleaning his house and getting $1,000 tip, and all she's doing is the bathroom, the dusting?
No.
I don't think so.
I'm sure it's harmless.
Okay.
By that time, the sun is peeking its beautiful face in the sky. I grab some coffee from Dunkin', and I go to my second client's house. They are a lovely lesbian couple. I do backyard landscaping for them. Topless, of course. They got a fence high enough, nobody can see in, so don't worry. I also
All right, hold
cleaned
on.
their pool as well.
All right, so clean the pool, landscaping. Duchess, how much?
$1,000.
I was there for 2 hours, made $800. It is brunch time around this point, and that is my next client. I go and sit down at First Watch, have a nice paid brunch. Got paid $500 for that, and the eggs and fruit were delish. Then I headed over to another client's house to wash some cars. This was a first-time client. He had me wash his 2 Corvettes and detail the inside, all of course while wearing my microkini. Made $1,200 there, but guess what? His neighbor came out because he saw me, of course, and he hired me to wash his truck. Now, I did have to sacrifice my lunch hour for this, but you know what? A bitch will make a bag. Food can always wait. By the way, if that sounds like I'm promoting an eating disorder, I'm not. I'm just saying that I'm okay with sacrificing my lunch hour every once in a while to make money. I don't always do it. Anyways, and I made an extra $400 with that last minute client, so worth it. Then I went and mowed a pasture for 3 hours. Topless. Now, a lot of you, I'm sure, are wondering, oh my God, how are you not burned to a crisp?
None of us are wondering that. We don't.
No one cares.
No one cares. We just want to know, first of all, did he videotape it, and where can we find it?
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to figure out how much she made for 3 hours of mowing.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So
talk about your entrepreneur. Now, this girl's a go-getter, right? This is one day.
This client, he has a fancy dancy tractor, the one with the little roof or sun protector above your head. Plus, I put on at least 2 pounds of sunscreen, 100 SPF.
Sure
So yeah, I was good, but I made $2,500 from that. And I had
25. Okay.
I can't be mad at women who are go getting it, but god damn it. Just I could work every day. I'm not making that kind of money.
All right. So here's my question to you. Is this worth it for a girl to do this? Now, she's made this kind of money, and I don't think she's making this every day, but, you know, she's probably pulling down what she's saying there. She's probably pulling down between $10,000 and $15,000 a month doing what she's doing. Maybe she's doing more or whatever.
Well, she said she made, what, $2,500 mowing, and then she made, so she wasn't even pushing a mower. It was 3 acres or something, wasn't it? Like, yeah,
hey,
who's doing
she's
a push
sitting on a mower and she's going over bumps. Who cares if she's pushing? Come on, Mitsimoto. Get with the program here.
Come on, buddy.
So,
like you're mad. Okay.
But what I'm saying
she
is,
did good money. I mean, that's a $5-6 grand day cash.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, people are saying that women, they don't need men anymore. Okay. This is why we're having this situation.
Men paid her.
Yeah, but she doesn't need to get married anymore. She doesn't need to have children anymore. She doesn't need, like, in other words, she can do that. Yes, she does need men. True. If there was no more men, she wouldn't have any clients.
She'd have no job at all. Well, except the lesbians.
Yeah. And then she would, that's true. She'd have to go work for
$800 for the lesbians. But that was the only ones who hired her.
I wonder what she had to do with the lesbians. You think she had to?
She had the landscape and do the pool. So
yeah, but
I'm not sure what she had to landscape.
Yeah, I know. She over there trimming the bushes. But
Hey-o.
Again, I just.
All right, Nitsimoto is really nitpicking the details. She's sitting in a cab. You couldn't see the bounce, and she's 3 acres away. You know, the guy paid her $2,500. He don't care.
You
he didn't have to do it.
This is in your mind. In your mind,
maybe
she's
he was
on one of
riding
those,
with her.
She's on a 0 turn, and it's got a thing over the top of her, and her tits are bouncing back and forth. Yeah. Looks like the bouncing ball in that
super
TV
picky.
show. Yeah, Nitsimoto. Come on. You got to be kidding me.
That's
She's
not the details we're
unattractive.
talking about. Is that
Right.
he's really getting down and dirty about that stupid mower.
I'm sure she's all covered up. $2,500, I can't even see her nips.
Because he's across the field
Yeah.
with the binoculars.
I got to be honest with you. For $2,500, I want to sit on. I'm sitting on the front of the tractor, facing backwards towards her. I want to see every bounce.
For $2,500, John's doing it naked. Okay.
Oh, she doesn't need to see that.
Well, $2,500.
Look like a melted ice cream cone.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
He says, if I'm paying $1,200 to get my lawn mowed, I want her to be a bit sweaty. Oh, I'm sure she was.
All right, whatever.
I'm sure it was warm.
It was $2,500, not $1,200. You cheap piece of shit. It's so funny.
Maybe his lawn isn't as big.
You hate Jews. Meanwhile, you're Jewing her down.
Oh my God.
You hate the Jews, but you do what the Jews do.
Oh my goodness. Behave.
I don't know how I feel. Like, in other words, I understand women are taking their power back. In other words, their power comes from their sexuality, and they can take that and turn that into, into money. And do I hate it? I wouldn't want my daughters doing it. I know that. Yeah. But I understand why some women do. And what's the trade-off? Like, in other words, how does our family handle it? That's right. $1,200 for washing the cars. That's right.
She earned that $1. She's probably washing it with her boobs and stuff. So.
Wax on, wax off. She wax
now,
on while you whack off.
You should ask. That's a good question for you. That's a good question for Deuce.
What?
Would you have somebody top? Well, no.
First of all,
he's married. I understand he's married. Take that out of the equation.
I will take that out. Let's say Deuce is a bachelor.
Okay.
If
and he
you
has
think Deuce is going to let some broad,
some ding dong touch his Corvette,
and fuck around with his Corvette with soap and water and wax.
That's what I'm saying.
You're out of your mind.
You. Get the fuck out of my driveway. Hit the fucking road. Take your tits and hit the road, chickie. You're not touching my car.
Get away from my vet.
Honestly, yeah, I think you would.
Yeah, guaranteed.
We understand, you're as a single man.
He goes out there and he details those Corvettes like there's not a speck of anything anywhere. Like he washes, he gets in every crack and crevice and.
He really digs right in there.
He digs right in there. There's not a speck of dirt on those
that
cars.
Crack.
That's right. Hey, you know what? It's what he enjoys doing.
That's his
he
thing.
goes to car shows
totally
and stuff.
love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you look for when you go to car shows. That's
right.
You expect that. So he's not
I got
rolling
a
up with
patch-
some raggedy tag.
I got a
Corvette.
patch of rust on the roof of my truck that looks like the continent of Australia. Meanwhile, he's over there with a toothbrush trying to get all the
feather
dirt
duster.
and everything. Yeah, exactly.
Looking for fingerprints. Get off my car.
Mm-hmm.
And then she comes and leans on it. He's like, get the fuck off. Like, that would not
What are
go
these
well.
nipple prints?
I didn't pay for that. Maybe that's extra.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, I guess I
don't know. How would you, I mean, okay, so you have 2 daughters. How would you feel if they were doing that and making, let's say they were making, I don't know, $20,000 a month doing that? How do you feel about that?
I don't know if, well, I mean, immediately I don't like it. Because they're, it's my babies. I don't want that. I don't want my daughters doing that. But if I would be less upset. Well, I guess if there was no touching, like no sex, like it was just clearly business.
She was just over there, tits out, cleaning and vacuuming, dusting.
I don't like it. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't want to. If they're doing that, I don't want to know. Please just don't.
I can understand.
Don't ever fucking tell me.
Look
Yeah.
what you said. You said before we even started this. I'm over here breaking my ass, working and everything. I'm not even making 1/10 of that money.
Yeah.
And
I'm not.
But
washing
meanwhile,
cars.
you could do. You could
No
make
one
money.
wants that. I couldn't.
I'm
You
telling
all
you right
say
now.
that. Nobody's paying for that.
You don't know that. You don't know that. I guarantee you that if you put something and you did it correctly, where you were in there and you were putting lotion on your feet and you were telling stories while you were doing this, I guarantee you would make more money than you're making working a job. But then again, you've got to go through the whole thing. In other words, you've got to deal with the creeps. Sorry, Bruce. You've got to deal with the creeps.
Poor Bruce.
Hey,
I'm sure they're not all creepy.
You've got to deal, you've got to market yourself. You've got to go, you've got to, on social media and just show your toes. This little piggy. I don't know. What do I know? Yeah, look, see? Told you.
I'm going to have to start doing that during the podcast and be like, money us. And
Put your feet up on the toes up.
I'll need a. Aaron had referenced earlier that said maybe Aaron should start podcasting like that with his. He said I'll have to get a camera for under the desk. I'd get a foot cam.
Listen,
with my fancy shoes. Yeah.
Welcome to Duchess on the toes up and money out wallet. Money out, toes up. Come on now, Bruce isn't a creep. He's a weirdo.
He's a weirdo.
Sorry.
He's from California. Yeah.
Right.
He's our weirdo. That's it. He's a creep if we don't know him. He's a weirdo.
I don't understand. I understand paying a girl to come in and clean your house with topless. That I understand. That I get.
Yeah.
Feet. No. Sorry.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't.
No. I don't either.
Whatever floats your boat. I mean, I guess it's still harmless. It's just right. It's harmless.
Yeah, it's like podcasting. It's harmless. We don't make any money at this either.
I mean, we'll take money. We're not going to say no. You can donate. boomerbunker.com/donate.
Right. Wait to see all
money
the money not
kitty.
rolling in. Wait till you see all the money that's not rolling in on that show. All right. If I
you
can
could do a
move
telethon
on,
if people put money in. Maybe I'll do a foot thing.
maybe. What's that about? Maybe. Maybe I'll do better do a foot thing. All right. And then you would get the money. Santa sells feet pics, but if she ever finds out,
his wife, she sells feet pics, but if she finds out, she'll
she
kill
doesn't
him.
know she's selling them.
That's how Aaron got through with that little unemployment break there. He had for a bit. Poor Shannon's
listen,
sleeping. He's like, click.
Don't give me any shit. That's how we ate. All right, so let me ask you this question.
Sure.
All right, so now they have these cameras. Meta has these cameras out. All right, so you put the camera on and you can turn it on and it records everything that you're watching.
Right.
And what they did was they had a little thing on the side. It was a red dot, like a LED light. And if the light was on, it was recording. And this is how they would tell people that they were being recorded. But the people are now going out either painting over it or disabling it so that they don't know this. And then people are out being recorded, I don't know, I guess in the bathroom or wherever it could be.
Ugh.
All right. So now people are upset because, like with these black cameras, you're having the same problem of, where's privacy? If you're out in public, you're not supposed to have any privacy. But then
there certainly isn't in public. Yeah.
All right. But can you be recorded and then uploaded? Like, in other words, you don't have any privacy, but should you be able to be recorded and uploaded to the internet for whatever reason?
Like everybody is already. I mean, if you walk in public, there's surveillance cameras.
But shouldn't you have any kind of say in that? Again, I'm asking questions. I don't know.
I think if you're in general population public, you're in public forums or you're in like ticketed events, I assume there's cameras everywhere.
Okay.
So you never know where you're being watched, what's happening. I started looking on my way to work. Where at like every traffic light, and there are so many more than I've never noticed it because I saw it. We talked about it. We talked about it on Bruce's show, and then I had seen some Facebook posts, like local posts, and then the flock camera locator was shared with us, and that was eye opening because I'm like, wait a minute, They're
Now,
everywhere. So there's no.
Two of the ones where I live, they're gone now. Like either they were taken down or somebody took them down.
Somebody shot them down. Yeah, people are like,
I don't know.
yeah, or making them go away. But ours are all up high.
Well, here's the other thing. Somebody on YouTube has made a video on how to get rid of these flock cameras. He basically gives you a how-to on how to put a mask on and go get a battery-operated Sawzall and walk up to it from the rear and then chop it down. And then once you chop it down, to destroy it so they just can't put it back up again. And I'm like, now, and everything's allegedly or
Right.
don't do this at home, or this isn't a how-to.
We're not suggesting you do this.
But
It's
if
just
you
what
are
we've
going to
heard.
do that, so we heard this is how they're doing it.
Yes.
So
Allegedly.
right.
Now,
so-
it's spooky. I understand why people don't like it. I really do.
So now Meta's pushing a mandatory update disabling the camera. So you can't, if they tamper with the LED light, then the camera won't go on. But then I'm like, well, why can't you just take a little piece of tape, put it over the LED light, and it'll go on, but no one can see it. So
Unless there's some kind of response.
I don't know how they would
I
do
don't
that.
know how they
Maybe.
would go overpass it. Like anything that's like a pressure on it or any kind of sensor.
They're going to have to make some kind of laws about this. I don't know how they're going to do it. Like someone walks into a
goody,
bathroom.
more laws. Yeah, that's disturbing.
Right?
Because you would think you would have privacy, especially
So,
in areas
gym?
that there should be no cameras.
Right.
There's
exactly.
cameras in the gym all the time, but not in the locker rooms.
Right, exactly.
There's not supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, here's another one same thing. Guy is at the airport. All right. He's got his phone.
Been there, yeah.
All right. Now, all of a sudden, the Border Patrol or police or some kind of authority comes up to him, pulls him aside, and the officers tries to take and search his phone. So they say, okay, unlock your phone. So the guy grabs his phone, and he goes to unlock it. But what he does, he puts a pin in, and he has a program on there that's like a doomsday thing. So as soon as he puts the pin in, it completely erases the phone, takes everything off the phone.
Oh, shit.
Right? The age, so this happened.
Are they allowed to just get your phone like that?
So an Atlanta man named Samuel Tunick was pulled aside at the airport last year when a CBP officer tried to search his phone. Instead of unlocking it normally, he allegedly typed in a decoy distress password built into the phone software, one designed specifically to wipe the device the second it was entered. It worked. Agencies now had an empty phone. They let him go, and then they arrested him almost a year later during what was supposedly a routine traffic stop over a broken taillight. Now the Justice Department is prosecuting him under federal law that criminalizing destroying property to keep the government from seizing it. What? It's his property. He should be able to destroy it whatever he wants. So a law that legal experts say has basically no precedent for a case like this. His attorneys say the whole stop was unconstitutional, that he was never read his rights, that the questions about so the questions about child porn were a cover story for investigating his ties to Atlanta's Stop Cop City protest movement. Privacy advocates say this case could decide whether protecting your own data at the border is a security feature or a felony. So there you go. Listen, I understand why the cops would want that if there's, child pornography on his phone or something like that. But even then, it's his phone. She should be able to destroy it. In my opinion, I don't know. Is there anything in the chat? What are they saying? Or have they all went home? Nothing. They don't give a shit.
Well, Aaron said you can burn the cameras out with a laser, perhaps.
Oh, okay. We're back to the flock cameras.
Well,
Okay.
that's all we got. And then taking selfies in the locker room. So Aaron showed him his tits.
Nice.
I still don't understand this. So they stopped him
All right.
and then
so he's
tried to
come-
search his phone when he first came home. But why?
Right. That's not in the article.
Yeah.
They tried to get him to unlock his phone. They said, okay, unlock your phone. So what he did was he put in a doomsday stress code, and it wiped his phone clean. So
Well,
then
that's
they're like,
creepy
okay.
that he had that at the ready.
Isn't it?
Makes you wonder what the fuck was on his phone.
His phone, he can destroy whatever. He could take that thing and hit it
I
with a hammer if he
understand that.
wants. Right? He can
I'm-
destroy it, throw it right
I'm not
up.
arguing that. I was just
Yeah.
curious as to what it might be.
Exactly. The other thing is, okay, that he takes and puts a code in and it destroys all this. I'm sorry, but I think there's definitely a way a forensic computer person would be able to go in there and find whatever it was.
Probably.
What did Aaron just say? I
He
missed
said
it.
he has software to brick his phone, and then Bruce says illegal search. Yes.
It's an illegal search.
So what? So, but here's that's what my question was: is if they stopped him on what grounds to go? Like, you can't just take somebody's phone. Like, you just can't walk up and be like, "Open your phone." Why?
Right.
Why?
Well, again, here we are now that we have all this technology.
Right.
We're going to need some kind of privacy protections. And I see this happening more and more with AI and cameras everywhere. It's funny. I have cameras all around my house. And when like somebody walks by or, someone comes to the back door or whatever, an alarm goes off. So I can see if somebody's at the back door. Now, do they have the right of privacy where they can't, where I can't record them?
They're on your property, yeah.
All right, they're on my property. But, yeah, so, and the reason that I have cameras there is so, I can see if there's any shenanigans going on outside. And so I just see this becoming an issue. And I don't know how to fix it. I thought about this for a long time, and I don't know how to fix it because if you're doing devious or criminal activities, there's got to be a way for them to track you. That's one of the things about the flock cameras. I understand that they are an invasion of privacy, but they're also a very useful tool to capture criminals. So where do you draw the line?
What's the percentage?
Where do you draw the line? What's the percentage?
What's the balance? Like, well, we've caught 10 criminals, but you have million hours of footage and just random people coming and going in their cars, and like I don't know, like what do you have? Like what's the
it's funny, the river winds where I go down to drink coffee. I went down there and I see 3 or 4 flock
see the
cameras
cameras?
now.
Yep.
Cameras are down there now. So
Yeah, don't pick your
drinking
nose.
coffee. Yeah, don't pick your nose. Don't scratch your nuts.
Yeah,
don't,
never pick your nose. Yeah, you're
don't
always
do
on
anything
camera.
like that. Hey, listen. Yeah, everybody
Hey, no
picks. What can
jerking
I
off
tell
in
you?
your car either. Telling
No
you guys.
jerking off. Yeah,
Don't be
jeez.
doing that.
They're taking away all our rights.
It's no fun anymore. How can I go to the park and enjoy myself?
How am I supposed to enjoy myself at the park if I can't jerk off?
Yeah. Aaron says, fuck the flock cameras. Let the cops work for a living.
This is
And
part of
then Sparky says, but the flock cams are being used to only catch criminals. They're selling it like that to us.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a way of surveillance.
It's there just in case, in case we have bad guys. But what if we don't? But it doesn't matter. Like it's.
Hey, all you Android guys that have like Google, have Google accounts, and even if you have a Google account and you have an iPhone, a lot of these Google accounts, they will track your phone unless you turn it off. Like by default, it's on.
If you have Google, yeah.
Right. And so I guess a couple of years ago, I heard this. I go, you got to be kidding me. So I go.
Did you turn it off on your phone or in the?
You had to
Google?
turn it. You had to turn it off in Google, but you had to turn it off. You had to turn your location off on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do. I only allow certain apps to use it when I'm using an app. Yeah.
So then I go to Google, and on Google Maps for, I don't know, the past whatever months, it had everywhere I went. Dunkin' Donuts back home.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Taco Bell back home.
Dunkin' Donuts.
McDonald's back home.
Wawa.
Wawa back home. It was all, I was like, Jesus.
Custard back home.
Custard back home. Apple pie back home. So.
Yeah. Bruce said all devices. Yeah. That's where you got to check it. You have to manually turn it off. Yeah.
When we first got phones as elevator mechanics, the guys had a fit. They called them electric dog leashes because they knew exactly where you were all the time.
All the time.
And they pay for them. They're giving them to you, and they know where you are.
They track you. Yeah.
They hated it, so guys would turn them off, And it was a big fight between the union. And they're like, you know, you got to keep your phone on. He goes, I don't want to keep it on. He says, yep, it's part of your equipment. You got to keep it on.
Yep.
So I
Don't
remember.
like you get another job. Yeah.
I'll never forget. We used to, before that, we had beepers and radios. And it'd be like the summertime and it's hot as hell and you're in the thing and the beeper keeps going off, beeper keeps going off. And I remember one time it was like 6 o'clock and I had like 3 calls backed up and the beeper went off again. I just grabbed my beeper and I just took it and just dropped it from like 24 stories off the side.
Oops, it fell off my belt.
I was like, oh man, it got caught on the side of the thing. It fell off and I lost my beeper.
And they're like, sure you did.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep. It's false. Yeah, I always wanted a beeper. I had never
had a beeper?
Nah.
Really?
I didn't have a job or any kind of importance to have a beeper.
I remember teenagers used to have them all the time. That's how they used to get in touch with everybody. They would.
I was past the age of being a teenager having a beeper, and I was not at a job where I needed a beeper, or doing anything in my life that needed a beeper.
I got you.
And then at that point, the giant cell phones came out, like the ones that folded up, but it was like just like it looked like a shoe, like that trifold with the antenna. It wasn't as big as the brick.
I know
it was
which ones
like
you're talking
it was like hand shaped though. It was massively large and it was heavy.
My very first cell phone was the bag phone. It was a phone in a bag, and you took it and you plugged it into your car, and you had to take the antenna and stick it out and suction cup it to the top of your to the hood in the roof of
Look
your car.
at me, I'm important.
Yeah, I'm important. And it was, and you had like a whole 300 minutes a month that you could talk.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
I
you
remember
never.
paying.
It was only if you got. I'll never forget the day that it went where it was unlimited. We're like, what do you mean? We don't. We can text.
I just
and
talk to anybody.
and talk to anybody at any time, and it doesn't. It doesn't cost us any more. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. Because remember, at one time, you had prime minutes and off prime minutes.
Yes.
I forget when the prime was like 6 a.m. until
like 8 or 9.
8 or 9 o'clock. They
And
were the
then
prime
after that-
minutes, and then after that, it was almost unlimited.
Yeah.
See,
I remember,
kids,
yeah.
you guys don't remember how
You guys have
how
it
good
so
you have
lucky.
it.
You didn't have to like hit like number 2 like 4 times to get to the C. Like beep 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 beep.
Hey, everybody says they want to go back to the 80s. I think if you went back to the 80s now, you'd be there 2 days and you would be insane because of all the things you miss.
Yeah, if I miss the 80s at the time of the 80s. I don't want to know now and then go back and then be like, I don't know shit because everything in my life is gone. I miss that time where it was still like you didn't know everything all the time. Like you just knew you were going out with your friends, you're riding your bike. It was just more, I'll say more of an innocent time when you could still be, you were unplugged because there was no plug, there was no connection.
You had to go find your friends.
Yes. Well, you could call them. You could call your friends and hope they were home. But if they weren't home, you had to go bike around and look for them.
Right. You knew where they hung out. And then you knew in your memory, you had at least 100 phone numbers that you could remember everybody's
So
phone
many.
number.
Yeah. There were so
Now,
many phone numbers.
You don't even know your family's phone numbers. You have no idea. You don't have a clue. Is that because?
I've got the cell numbers. I know the girls and Paul and work and like maybe 1 or 2 other people. And that's it.
Nope. I don't even know my daughters. I guess I should try to learn them. I don't know.
I only have 2. So you got a lot more to remember than I do.
You should be able to remember that.
Probably.
All right, Duchess. We have a couple of voicemails. Oop. Sparky says, go ahead.
Says, I haven't read much today because you're reading all the stories.
Sorry.
I remember when, for incoming calls, if you were roaming the airtime, the caller had to know roughly where you were, and they had to dial that area code, that local code.
Oh,
to call you.
wow. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. I just remember everything costing a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Like a 2-minute call would be like $5. Like it would just be and wipe out your minutes. And the fact that you had, again, like you'd said, you had very restricted use of that phone just because you had to pay. So you had to keep track of your minute. A whole month. When you think about it, 300 minutes over a month. That's not very
10
many.
minutes a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk
Right?
fast. Yeah.
Talk fast. I'm on my cell phone. Talk
I know.
fast.
Now I look at like how many text messages I send in a day. I'm like, oh my God, just messages just back and forth.
Text messages, messenger
Social media.
messages,
Yeah.
Discord messages.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wonder we don't have carpal tunnel. I know. That's amazing. All right, let's get into some
Love it.
voicemails.
Let's do it.
Here's Dean.
Dino.
Hey, peeps, all way Dean. I have a question for you. A black man and a feather fall out of a tree. Which one hits the ground first?
Okay. The man?
Who cares?
The feather, because the black man was stopped by a rope.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit. I don't have... Wait a minute. Where's
Oh, my God. That's terrible. Oh, my God. It's so awful.
I don't have any Duchess laughs.
Yay. Good.
Fuck. I'll have to remember to do that.
Oh, Dean. Terrible. Oh, no. Oh, stop.
That's as close as I got.
Oh.
All right. We have also, hey, half redneck Bob.
Yay.
Hey, everyone. Half Redneck Bob here. Hope all of you are doing just ducky. So, two good old boys, Jake and Scooter, are sitting on Jake's front porch, taking in the sights, watching the world go by. Oh, and maybe having a few beers to make the day more enjoyable. We're joined by Jake's hound dog, who lays down on the porch near the men. So the conversation is slow, mostly punctuated with yup and and the sound of bottles being opened. So Scooter looks down at the dog and notices that the dog is licking himself, focused mostly between his hind legs. Scooter looks over at Jake and says, you know, if I'm being completely honest, I kind of wish that I could do that. So Jake takes a long swig on his beer, thinks for a moment, and finally says, well, I don't mind, but you'll probably need to pet him first.
God, ew. That's so gross.
All right. Well, Duchess, welcome back. And look, we only had 3 topics tonight. I knew that was going to happen. I knew we had topics that we were going to have more discussion on, which I really do enjoy. I like that better.
Always fun.
All right. We will be back Monday, as usual, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to think
Well,
what
I
else.
missed everybody. I'm glad to be back. So
I'm glad you are back. All right. I'm going to have to figure out something else. Listen, again, Duchess will do the readout, and she will do it like Bob couldn't do.
Like all animated.
Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
Your boobs look great, John.
Yeah, I do. They're actually smaller. Good Lord.
Oh,
the things I do for this show.
That's right.
All right, Duchess, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Boomer Bunker. We'd love for you to become a bunker dweller and join us live. Catch our live streams every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. And if you've just found us, be sure to follow or subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast apps so you never miss a new episode. And hey, while you're there, do us a solid. Share the show, tell a friend, and leave a review. It really helps. For show updates, shenanigans, and general tomfoolery, follow us on social media. All the links are in the show notes, or simply visit boomerbunker.com. And we'd love to hear from you. Got something to say? Shoot us an email at theboomerbunker@gmail.com or send a text or leave a voicemail at 856-477-1935.